Okay, so you have now completed videos 1 and 2 showing step 1 and 2, and now we're going to move on to step 3, which is showing you how to use the lease calculator that you created in step 2 and going back to the lease implementation schedule and putting that into the payment tab. So this is the step on the GASB instructions. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to show you on your master sheet. So here's your master sheet, and what we're trying to get to ultimately, scoot over, so here's the step 3. Ultimately what we're trying to get to in this step is this little fella right here. Okay, so you're going to go to your payment schedules tab, and the payment schedules tab is divided, I think, into 5 sections. Other equipment, and so this is where you would put your individual leases, and we'll walk through. So you got your other equipment, your copiers, computers in blue, your land buildings in kind of a light tan, your heavy equipment in blue, and medical equipment in a darker tan. So I believe this was a copier right here. So that's a violet. I hope I didn't make you guys too nauseous watching this. So this is where I'm going to put my information. So I'm going to go back to my lease calculator, and we have verified all the information. We verified this is ending at the end of the month in the correct month it's supposed to end. We can see that the payment has amortized down, and all this information we did in step 2. This is ultimately the information right here that you're going to be interested in, and it's on the tab that was created in the macro, and it's the tab with the lease name on it. So this is the lease information right here. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to just move this bad boy to another screen, and we're going to put that lease ID here. And then I'm going to come back here. Here's the screen. Then I'm going to copy my dates. And I'm going to put my date right here on my payment date. And then I'm going to pick up my principal and interest payment. And I'm going to put it back on my lease implementation schedule. You can see it fills in, and you might have to get the formula, create a formula for yourself so that it totals your principal and interest right here, and you might have to create another formula. And then I'm just going to fill this down here, and it's extremely important that you fill in the fiscal year right here, because there are formulas that subtotal by fiscal year. So that's 2022, and this is 2023. Okay, and then I'm just going to throw another hypothetical out here. Say you have another copier. You would just put the second copier lease here, and let's just put second lease here, and I'm going to actually just copy it. Let's just assume it's the exact same as the first lease. So you would do exactly the same thing. You would just do this. We would put second lease here, and you would just keep adding leases as you need in this column, and the formula can account for this, but this lease isn't real, so I'm just gonna delete this lease right here, since I was just showing you as an example on how to add multiple leases. So as you can see, how this payment tab works is there's 5 parts depending on what type of lease asset you're adding. So you're going to find which section it goes into. This one was a copier. So you're going to add the payment details here in the first section, and then this is the summary section by year. and you may have to make sure that it's summing the principal and interest. Also, this is where it picks up the general ledger account coding that it needs to use for the posting information. So now that you have your payment schedules entered, you're going to go back to your master data, and you can see right here, this is going to give us information in step 4. So I'm going to stop here since we've completed our step 3 amortization schedules on the payment schedules tab, and then we'll move on to step 4 next.